Okay. So, at first, for this podcast, I was gonna do student life at Pocatello High School, and it's too broad of a thing to cover in just one small 5-little video. I just made one about the hallways, and kind of just didn't go with me. So, this one I'm gonna do about my experiences at Pocatello High School. I'm currently attending. I'm a sophomore. I started coming to Pokey in 2014. Yeah, the end of 2014. I'll be graduating 2018. Let's see. Going from middle school to high school was a big change. It was like they sit there and they try to prepare you for it, but it's just they never get it down. Just they can't relate. The friends that you've had in middle school aren't your friends anymore. They're scattered throughout all of Pocatello, Chubbuck. Some of them just can't get along with. Some of them you just don't know. Some of them aren't here anymore. So when I first got to Pokey, I was a good little noodle, and I went to my homeroom, got my locker number, got it with my best friend Royce. Probably used that locker about 3 times my entire freshman year. Yeah. And every time I had to use it, I had to go find Royce to make him open it. Couldn't ever open it. Lockers hate me. But I had a blast freshman year. I mean, it's not bad, but it's also bad at the same time. Like, it's a lot of stress to put on a teenager to be coming to a big school here for 7-8 hours a day. Then you got like an hour of homework. And then you got to study. And then there's just hardly time for you. There's hardly you time. And if you have a job, it's even worse. If you're having problems at home, it's even worse. The stress kind of just collects on you. But, I mean, there's ways to take that off, like going to groups and just hanging out, having clubs or something, hanging out with friends when possible. Just it's not like doing bad things. It's like making the right choices is a key factor in going to high school. I can tell you from experience, my brother did not make very good decisions for the longest time. And you know what? In the end, he still graduated early. He has his high school diploma now. He's got a job out in a different state. He's doing good for himself. But for a while, he was hanging around the wrong kind of people. And in high school, you can't be doing that. There's always the wrong type of people. I'm not talking about like people who speed or have foul mouths, dress weird, or have their pants second. No, I'm not talking about that. That's a whole nother thing. They have their own type of problems to cause them to do that. I'm talking about people who smoke. And I'm not talking about weed either. I'm talking about cigarettes. Growing up, my brother and me were both exposed to cigarettes at a very young age. I didn't smoke a lot. He smoked at a very young age, and he still struggles with it now. He doesn't smoke as much. Actually, he's probably close to not smoking now. But it just got worse and worse over the years. Coming up to middle school, he was at half a pack a week, and then pretty soon he was down to like half a pack a month. And then the second he got to high school, the second he got with the wrong kind of people who put so much peer pressure onto other ones to make them feel like they're having a good time or make them feel popular. That's the only reason I think my brother smoked. Hell, that's the only reason I did for a while. I finally quit. I got with the wrong people too. I got with the wrong group, smoked a lot, but then I stopped. Because I thought about it. Is being popular better than having your own health? So So thinking about it now, yeah, you'd be really popular. You'd be with the bad kind of kids, the cool kids. Yeah, well, think about it. I'm 16, 30 years in the road, I'm 46. How's my health going to be? I'm a natural football player. I'm not like trying to brag, but I am a natural type of football player. I smoked first year high school football. It was god awful. I had a hard time. I felt like I was gonna die. But it just didn't happen. Just finding the right kind of people would help you through high school. Like you don't have to be with smart people and act like you're their friends just for good grades. No, you need to be their friends. Well, you don't have to be. You have to want to be their friends. They're real friends, not someone who, here's $50, do my homework. You need to be with someone who you can call up after school and ask for help on your homework. Then you go over there, you get your homework done, you order your guys yourself a pizza, and then you sit there and play games all night until you got to go home. That's the type of people you need. The ones that will help get you through life in high school. Because people say, well, high school wasn't that bad when I went there. Yeah, well, you went there about 20 years ago, 20 to 30. It's a lot different than you older people think, for whoever's listening to this, if anyone listens to it. It's a whole lot different than you'd expect. Kids are a lot meaner now. Yeah, before kids adults say, oh, just suck it up. It's just words. Yeah, words do hurt. My best friend killed herself at age 14. Put a bullet in her head in bed. Next day I was at school and everyone was kind of all sad, and I never knew what was going on until about 4th hour, and somebody told me my best friend had shot herself. I immediately checked out, went to her house, and kind of just broke down from there. And I'm not trying to make this a sad, I'm just trying to make this a realization of what high school is. High school is harsh. It is a very harsh environment. But for those who make it through it, have rewards at the end. And I'm not saying that adult life isn't even harder than high school. It's just kind of, in a way, it's a different type of stress. It's just that it's easier handled than this. Because this you can't run away from. Yeah, people say, well, you can just drop out, get your GED. Well, yeah, you're right, you can. You have to be 16. You can't be failing a single grade. You can't, you have to go talk to the judge and give him a good reason on why. Then you have to pay to drop out. And then and then if you drop out and don't get your GED, what's your life going to be like that? You can't even get a job at McDonald's without a GED or high school diploma. I mean, yeah, you can get a job if you're at a high school, like you're attending it with a GED or diploma, or working towards one. Yeah, they'll hire you, but it'd be ridiculously hard to get a job, and it's just kind of not worth it. But for me, high school is kind of going by a little harder than I thought it would. I mean, freshman year was pretty easy. Got through it, almost A's. I never studied. Note to self: when you go to high school, or for any school, I would take notes, do your homework. My mom is going to college, and she's 45, 46. She's going to college. She spends about 8 hours on her homework, and I spend about 0 hours. I spend no time on my homework. She's sitting there, straight A student. I guarantee, my grades aren't so good right now as I'm a sophomore. Some more stressful things have come along, a lot harder things have come along, but, I'm passing through it. All that you need to know is if you're having a hard time getting through it, like you're having issues, just talk to somebody. Talk to somebody that you can trust. I kind of just want to sit here and rant, but I don't want to make this video too long. But, I'm going to go till about 15 minutes. Yeah. I'll do 15 minutes. Where am I? So I did pass my freshman year. Yeah. I did really good in football, too. That's A+ for me. Freshmen